Hey, what's up everyone? How's it going today for you? I got a little updates for a couple things now. If you guys haven't seen my most recent Isaac video, I had a blue screen crash on my computer for the first time, and that was not fun. Not at all. You could say I probably maybe pooped my pants just a little bit, just a smidge. A turtle head popped out just a little bit because I was very afraid. I've had a computer crash before. I've had my laptop crash before. I've had a different desktop I used to use of my roommates last year when I was living in off-campus apartments for my school. I had that computer crash before, but I've never had. Excuse me, I hit my desk again. This baby down here, you guys can't see it. Maybe I'll show it someday, but I'm not moving it. I don't like moving it that much, but I've had this thing for this summer. I built it this summer. It's the first time it crashed. It was yesterday when it crashed? Yeah. And I was very afraid. I didn't know why it happened. I'm assuming it was because of Audacity, and maybe I just had too many things going at once, or Audacity had like a major malfunction because it happened exactly when I started exporting Audacity, and then my computer crashed. And I lost that audio, which kind of sucks because the audio was unrecoverable. I tried, and it was just completely corrupted, which is not a fun time. You know, I don't actually need these headphones in. I don't know why I have them in. Other than that, this war of mine should not be that far away from finishing. The last episode of Game of Thrones is going to be going up today. It should be up by the time this video is up, somewhere around there. Other than that, once that's finished, I'll be having the Dungeon of the Endless be going up. Oh no! I'm gonna be doing. God damn it! You know, I'm having tough time deciding which one I'm gonna do first. I want to do the Dungeon of the Endless, or Dungeons of the Endless, but then I also want to do To the Moon. So I'm kind of having like a back and forth on which series I want to do first. I'm kind of leaning towards more than To the Moon now because it's only like a 3-hour game. When I look on howlongtobeat.com, it said 4 hours, so that's still not too bad. That's like relatively simple since I've already put like 16 hours into this war of mine, or how many hours? I don't even know. Let me look at this. I don't want to play a really long game is what I'm getting at, because yeah, I've put 16 hours into this war of mine. I've put 50 hours into Binding of Isaac Rebirth. And how many hours did I put into Massive Chalice? I put 14 hours, so I've been playing a lot of those games, those games that I have played have been very long, so I don't want to play those anymore. Or not those anymore. I don't want to play another long game. I want to play a little shorter game, and then I want to move on to maybe another long game or whatever other game that fancies my interest at the time. Oh, also, update for this. If you have been watching this war of mine, today's episode and the next episode, I recorded with the wrong mic. Now, this little picture was sent to me by Logie Bear when I mentioned this, and I couldn't explain how I felt when listening to the audio any more than that. Oh man, I hope that I never make that mistake again. I mean, the reason why it happened is the same reason, is caused by the same thing of the crash. When everything crashed, all of my saved settings and a lot of things were no longer saved. So my preferences on Audacity weren't saved for the microphone I wanted to use, and some devices that I had disabled on my computer, like I had my webcam mic disabled, so that would never happen just in case, but it came re-abled from the crash. The disabled just stopped happening, and then Audacity completely forgot that I even used, my blue snowball. It was like, you know what, bro, I don't even know, I'm just going to use this first one that's apparently enabled now. So it kind of sucks. I mean, it feels like when I'm listening to the audio, because I can't just get rid of it because you can't backtrack in this war of mine. And, every episode has something important going on in it. So it's not like I could just be like, oh, these episodes are gone, like I can with Isaac. If I really screw up in an Isaac episode, which has happened 3 times, actually 4 times now because my computer crashed and I lost that audio, I can't just be like, well, yeah, I can't do this, and I'm just go to the next run, because that just doesn't really work. I don't know, like the audio was pretty bad. It sounded like, my first time listening to it, I thought I was just like too far away from the mic and you couldn't hear me. Like I was in a big ventilating room that was full of echoes. That's what I originally thought. And then I listened to it again and I was like, is my mic broken? Did it somehow in the crash, did it cause like the drivers or something inside here to break? You guys can't actually see it. Something inside there to break, and I was worried. I was like, no, it's broken. No, I was gonna be really sad, but that actually wasn't the case. As when I was listening to my audio, I was like, and I was thinking about it. I wasn't quite sure, and then I was just looking at Audacity. I was like, Audacity, what's going on over here? And then I looked at the microphone and it was like Logitech. I was like, shit, C270 webcam. But I was like, that's not the good stuff. That's not the good stuff. And that kind of, I figured it out at least. I'm happy that the mic isn't broken and it was just a glitch or a re-enabling of some systems that caused, and the crash causing Audacity to lose my saves of everything. But at least it's fixed now. Hopefully I don't have any more bugs I come across. That would be unfortunate. But one of the big things I wanted to mention in this video, I don't even know why it took me this long to remember what it is I'm at 479 subs right now. Only 21 away from getting to 500, which to me, blew my mind. I thought maybe, I don't know, before I joined the community, I was at, I would say 150 subs less now. I'm being real, like 150 subs less, which says a freaking lot. I thought maybe I would get to like 400 by the end of the year, and I've already blew through 400, and I'm creeping in on 500. It looks like it's pretty good of a possibility to reach 500 by the end of the year, which just kind of blows my mind, A couple months ago, I was maybe in the 200s, 300s, low 300s maximum, and now my channel's almost double in size in a couple months. It's pretty impressive what the community has done for me and all the other people that they do for it. So for the 500 special that will eventually come at some point, I just want to mention this in advance. So I have questions when that video does happen. I'll probably make multiple vlogs since then, because it probably won't happen for, I'd say, at least another 2 weeks at the least amount. I would say that sounds about right. Probably pretty close to the end of the year. I want to do a Q&A or an AMA, whatever. You can ask me any questions. It's technically an AMA, but it's a Q&A. It's the same thing. I don't care what you ask me. You can ask me anything about me. You can ask anything about my channel. You can ask about my schooling. You can ask about what I do in my off time and what kind of games I play. What made me start a channel? Where my name come from? I don't care. There's a lot of questions you can ask, and I would love to hear them all, because I've loved participating in the Q&As that have happened on Jerry's channel of Watch Me Game. I've loved the Q&A on Fallen Shogun's channel that I just watched, and I believe I watched a Q&A on someone else's channel. Maybe. It might just be those two, the ones I watched. I'm pretty sure it was those two. Yeah, it was. Other than that, I have 2 channels that I want to shout out. One, I've been watching their content for quite a while, and this is actually going to be the first girl I've actually shouted out, girl channel, and that is going to be DoubleDamsels. They make great content. Their content is great. Their thumbnails are really well done. I'm not sure if you do your own thumbnails or you have someone else. I've never asked. But their thumbnails are amazing. Their content is great. I'm always cracking up when I watch this series. I mainly watch their Sims 4 series, and it's really good. And I've watched a little bit of their Resident Evil 6. It's their type of humor is the humor that, like me and my friends share together, and it's something that I really enjoy to watch, because it just reminds me of like really good friends. And the other one person that I want to shout out, I want to shout out Tripwire. I actually want to shout out Tripwire. I've been watching his Long Dark series. It's pretty cool dude. I think he's getting pretty close to 200 subs, or he might have just broken 200 subs. He was getting pretty close there, so he might definitely be there now. His Long Dark series pretty cool. Dude uses webcams with all of his series, I believe, but I'm not sure on that, but I know he uses it with the Long Dark, and it's pretty entertaining. I like seeing that game because I'm pretty sure it's a pretty the Long Dark is a pretty alpha game. I'm pretty sure about that because it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to the game, but the game looks like it has a lot of potential, and I've seen a lot of people play it, and it's really interesting. So you guys should definitely go out to DoubleDamsels and Tripwire's channels. Both of them will be in the description. And other than that, you guys should have a good day. I'm getting close to the 500 subs. If you've got any Q&A questions, definitely send them my way. I will be doing probably some posts on Twitter and watch us game community and team support community when I get closer, when I'm like 10 or so away. Right now I'm 21 away, so there's like some still, am I gonna get there, am I not? I think I will, but you never know. The past couple days have been a little stagnant as I've gained some, I've lost some from closed accounts, and I've gained some back. So at least I'm not declining, and I'm staying at the relative same area. When you come on and you get a bunch of lost subs, you have no idea. They could be people who unsubbed, or they could be closed accounts, so you never really know. But anyways, this video has been going on for a little longer than I anticipated. It's on 12 minutes right now. I usually try and go for around 10 minutes, but I guess this is close enough. Other than that, though, you guys should have a good day. Call your mom and pop and give them a ring if you can, or your guardians, or whoever you find really close to you. Tell them you love them, because they really appreciate that. Anyways, I don't know what I'm going on about. I'll see you guys later in the next video that I make.